It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It's Expresso right here on SABC3. We're talking decor, we're talking Instagram, and sharing your beautiful home decor with the world is a little bit trickier than what you actually thought. And of course, just to make sure that we've got all of it down, we've got Dylan Tomaj in studio to help us out. Earlier on, we put a challenge to you to design a beautiful shelf.
Yes.
And of course, give us captions and hashtags that go with it. But let's first talk about your design and your inspiration around it.
So for me, what was really important was looking at the color, looking at the components that we had to work with, and then from there create a story. I believe everything should have a beautiful story.
I agree with you. All right, so let's take a look at what you've designed right here.
Yes.
You were given a shelf, you've added components. Let's go through it individually.
Okay, so I think the first thing is to color block.
Yeah.
And also keep the colors very simple. The other thing is to group components together so the story is actually far more compelling, which we've done here. So if you look at the black and white story over there, and then to the right of it, we also have another black and white. So the whole shelf has that black and white component.
Yeah.
And a touch of gold.
A touch of gold, which is
touch.
always important.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And just making sure that the pieces are absolutely beautiful, they're statement, and they have a story behind them.
I love that.
And just mixing different areas in together.
Exactly, mixing different things. Like you've got height differences, you've got texture differences, you've got color differences. Really beautiful. Now let's talk about a caption for this particular. Once you've taken this image, you've posted it online, now you need that all-important caption.
Okay, cool. So I think the first thing is it's being curated, right?
Yeah.
So curation for me would have been the subject, the heading, and then after that I would actually look at the different components. So we on set, so talk about the fact that I'm on set with you guys today, and then look at the different textures, and also then hashtag in black and white, because it's in there, a bit of wood, some gold, and then also then looking at the designers who are actually behind all of this, which is really important, so from a tagging point of view. So you tag in Neil Foslu, Dr. Macy, and Amatuli artifacts. So it's really cool because it's like this whole different world into one space.
Wonderful. Dylan, you definitely have changed my complete perspective on how this is done. And it's definitely not something that is difficult, but you also have to give it the time that's necessary to do it right.
110%. Because at the end of the day, if you don't do it with using the components that we've just spoken about, it could look a bit very bitty.
Exactly, and that's not what we're looking for. But
Not
Dylan, thank you so much for giving us some tips and insights on how to post the perfect decor images, captions, and hashtags on Instagram. Of course, now we continue in the world of decor. Zoe, what's up next?